Welcome to Somerset Showcase. Today we are coming to you from Pierce Beach to talk to you about a new and different event we're having in town. It's going to be held in the water back there. And we're going to talk about what this event is today and how you can join. So we're here with Playground and Recreation Commissioner Jen Gaw and Recreation Director Barry Fontaine. So can you tell me about the Cardboard Boat Regatta?
So at first I can talk about how the idea came about. I was talking to members of my team at work, and I mean, here at the Playground and Rec Department, we're always looking for new and fun, exciting ideas to come up with in town. And I was talking to them at work, my real job, and it was mentioned about in their town they do this cardboard boat race. So I asked more about it, and come to find out it's at a town beach. We have water here in Somerset, obviously, a town beach. And they have been running this event for over 40 years. And this co-worker of mine talked about it, and I learned more about it, did some research, brought the idea to our commission here in town, and sure enough, it kind of kicked off from there. Basically what they do is they have a bunch of groups in their town, and we're hoping for the same thing here. Teams, groups, clubs, families construct these cardboard boats, and then members of that team ride in the boat, and the whole aspect of it is to try not to sink your boat and actually survive the race, I guess you can say. So.
This is at Mendon, Mass.
It's in Mendon, Mass, yeah. Yep. Yep, and they just had theirs, their race last month, the end of last month. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we always, like Jen said, we try to do something new and exciting each year. We try to put something out there that, you know, we steal ideas from other places, but you know, this one seemed a little fun. And we originally were going to do this back in June, but with the weather and so many things going on in town, we postponed it till August 17th at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we have to make sure we have high tide at that point in time.
So close enough to high tide.
Close enough to high tide here at the Taunton River, so that we can actually have a little mini course set up for it. But it should be a fun event. We've already have some people who have indicated that they are putting the boat together. I know one of the selectmen, Alan Smith, has said he's got a boat with his daughter is planned. I know one of our commissioners two of our commissioners have got
very competitive. We don't work as a team.
Yeah, they're very secretive of how their boats are coming out, and we also have a challenge from our all-day summer program staff and our beach staff, the young kids, to get together to come up with a boat for that day. So we're also looking for other departments in town, or just people in general who want to come and try and do it, because we know it's going to be small, probably small the first time. We're not going to be like Mendon. You know, it's a traditional thing in that town that goes on, and it's a lot of fun. But and the rules are very simple. We have it on our website, and if people want to call the office or stop by the office, we have the rules for the regatta, and it's basically cardboard, duct tape. We're trying to encourage no cheating, okay? But we know how competitive some people are, and
it's kind of like the soapbox derby, right?
Right.
Exactly.
That's actually what I was going to mention too, because the soapbox derby, we always talk about that age limit, right? It's only to age, what is it, age 12, right?
So age 12.
And we always talk about adults come up to us and say, oh, you know, it'd be so fun, like I want to make a soapbox, but it's like, you know. So this is the opportunity where there's no age limit. You could have anybody, and you could have, you know, a little kid with the dad, or, you know, mom, or whatever, it doesn't matter. So this is kind of giving those adults the opportunity. And we always talk about utilizing the water too. We've talked about using the water for some kind of event. So this is a great, I thought, opportunity.
And unlike June, the water temperatures will be warmer, so people won't be so
They're not
bad.
going to sink though. They're going to.
Hopefully their boats won't
Well,
sink.
how do you make a boat out of cardboard and have someone sitting in it that might be 180 pounds?
A
or
lot of
something?
layers. A lot of key is layers. I will at least say that. So layer it up.
And you can go on the website for Mendon, the town of Mendon, and you can see
It'll give you
some of the,
ideas.
and we have actually shared it on our site as well, some of the different types of boat. But as you can see, Jed came up and she brought this the duct tape from Job Lot.
Job lot.
That's a nice big roll, and it doesn't tell
Sticky.
you how
Very
much.
good.
It doesn't tell you how much duct tape you can use, but you want to make sure that all those cracks and crevices are covered so you stay afloat.
Job lot has all kinds of colors too, so you could really brighten it up.
And
for a good price.
We've actually gone to Izzy Swartz, and they've given us some boxes. And if you any of those big box stores, they're looking to get rid of some of those big boxes, those refrigerator boxes, and the appliance boxes are great because
Make
Yeah,
it
They're
easy.
thick,
make it a
too.
lot
They're
easier.
Nice and thick, the cardboard.
But we do have, for safety reasons, we'll ask people to wear life jackets. We're going to have our harbor master will be here, and we also have the yacht club. The Somerset Yacht Club is one of our sponsors, and they're going to act as judges. We have different categories for the different awards that we already have planned to give out for that day.
People can make their boats in different designs, kind of like they
Yeah.
do for the soapbox derby. I think I
Yeah.
noticed in the Mendon pictures, was there one of like a dragon?
Yes,
Yeah,
there was also a pirate ship too I saw. Now, and I want to mention too, the actual construction of the boat has to be cardboard. If you want to put like any kind of decorative things on it, that's fine. It can be any kind of material, but the actual construction of the boat has to be cardboard.
Yeah,
So
we don't-
we want people to be creative
We
too.
don't want people to come in with a pontoon boat.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Yeah.
But we're going to kind of look and see how people construct their boats, and
Yeah.
and it's going to be early in the morning. It'll be 9 o'clock, so we'll be here bright and early, and hopefully it'll be a great day, here at the beach. And like we talked about, always having something different going on here.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get a lot of people to come down and watch too, but hopefully a lot of other people to participate. But it's definitely going to be something to see.
And that's a good point, Jen, because a lot of times people, when we do the soapbox races, we have kids that will come and then a little leery about doing it. We have a couple of spare cars, and we let them do test drive and stuff. So people might come down and say, hey, you know what? And if someone wants to come down early and all the last second, maybe we'll get some extra cardboard and some extra, duct tape and say, hey, go at it, But again, it'll be able to excite, the idea for the event maybe for next year.
Right. And there's no limit to the amount of people that can be on a team, so you can be rooting for somebody, just as long as there's only at least the max 2 people in a boat. We just don't want too many people in a boat to keep track of. So you can even switch out, if your boat survives one round, you could switch out your team member. So if a little kid does want to.
And maybe even have a spare boat,
Yeah, right now,
like
who
they do in
knows?
the race cars.
So how you said if they survive one round, how are these races going to work?
So it would be like one around, like whatever the course is, so it would be down and back.
So
And
you'll
then-
race against someone, and then the winners will go up against each other.
Yeah, if they survive. That's the
If
kind
they
of
survive.
if they survive. So
The big thing is survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest is basically.
But we'll have out in the water a buoy similar to what we have out there now, but won't be as far. So it'll be kind of like you're going around the buoy and back to shore.
And they're using paddles.
Yeah, I should mention that too. Yeah, so you can have a standard, just any standard paddle. That doesn't have to be cardboard, that you're allowed to use. So.
But as you said, we're looking for creativity.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for people to come in and say, "Wow, that's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
cool."
But there should be rules for that too. If they had different paddles, that could give them an advantage over someone else.
It's still the boat itself. I mean, how good a paddle you have, it's not gonna survive. But I definitely challenge all the different departments in town too. I know Mendon does. They have a police boat that was cute. So the fire department, I know they do the those softball games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this is a great opportunity where more departments and more different groups in town. I'm going to challenge the Lions Club, because I know George and I are both members of that too, to come up with a boat. But the scout groups in town.
That's a natural.
Yeah,
That's-
Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts. But yeah, I think it would be a great, fun, competitive kind of thing to do, and yeah,
And
team building.
$30 to sign up to do this.
$30
And
per
they-
boat, so it
Per
can be
boat.
as many.
They
Yeah.
could call the recreation office
Yeah.
and sign up.
Yeah.
So far, we have 2 boats that have
I know of
registered.
one definitely,
Yeah,
one
we
that's
have 2 boats that
building.
are registered, and we're hearing we hear people say, "Oh yeah, we're keeping it secret.
Yeah.
We don't want anybody to see what we have."
Yeah.
So
We're definitely hoping for more though. So, yep.
And there's prizes for the winners.
we have trophies. We have 7 different awards that we're going to give out, and we're not really telling people what the awards are just yet. We want people to use their creativity. But we're not telling people what they are, because we don't want them to.
Try to gauge their
Gauge
vote
into
for
one-
that for that award.
This isn't going to be like the America's Cup. They're not going to win millions of dollars.
Well, yeah, there'll be no cash prizes for this as well, and then we'll be looking to have some vendors here as well too. I know it's early Saturday morning, and we're hoping August. Getting toward the end of the summer, we will have had our last concert by then, and then we'll be also highlighting. The next week we'll be having movie night here on the beach too.
That's right. That's the big one with, is it
If, yes. So, yeah, and the best thing is to, if you have questions, don't hesitate to call us, and we'll help you as much as we can without building the boat for you.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to Somerset Showcase. Come down and try and build a cardboard boat and enter the regatta. We will see you next time.